interview, Kate Thompson said her mother had, quote, a dark side, a very strong dark side. She said to me she knew who he was, but she wasn't going to let that out of the bag, so to speak. There's always that fear that I've thought that maybe she was responsible for his death, end quote. Yeah, that would be hard to wrap my head around. Though my mom did pretend that she was abducted by
But your mom's not a murderer.
My mom is not
If your mom's a murderer, she's the nicest murderer I've ever met.
Yeah, she's a regular Norman Bates. Everyone thought he was the nicest guy.
They shouldn't have, though. That guy was a creep.
Yeah, I always thought that was
like,
interesting.
what a sweet man. He's got so many stuffed birds.
There was a bunch of red flags in the first act of that film.
Love the way how he doesn't blink. What a sweet guy.
I love how he smiles. Hear her mother speaking in rushed, quieted Russian to someone over the phone. Her mother had also mentioned she was teaching English to newly arrived immigrants from Russia. Kate remembered her mother at one point saying something along the lines of, quote, oh, I can still understand Russian, end quote, though she never mentioned where she learned it.
Hang on a second. Do you think that her mother went to the same school of mothering as your mother?
I see that her mother's playing a little funny prank.
What's the funniest thing to do in the world if you have kids? I mean, kids are a lot of work, I imagine.
Trick them into thinking you are a spy.
Yeah.
Or
that's the funniest shit in the world.
Trick them into thinking you're an alien. Same train of thought.
That's exactly right. Either this woman is a spy, or one of the funniest mothers I've ever heard of.
It's possible. You know what? I would say that seems impossible until I realized my own mother did that to me.
Yeah.
So then maybe she is just playing a funny little gag.
Sounds like that's one funny mummy.
Oh my God. If the Somerton man met his end thanks to Russian spies, whether Joe Thompson was involved or not, there's also the question as to how he died. At the time, a well-known professor, Sir Cedric Stanton Hicks, proposed that the man had indeed been poisoned, but with an extremely rare variety, which would decompose soon after death. This would of course explain the absence of poison found in the corpse. In court, Hicks refused to say the name of the poisons he was referring to aloud, believing they were too dangerous. Sir Hicks did, however, write 2 types of poison down on paper and gave it to the coroner, digitalis and strophanthine.
Yeah, you're just reading it aloud? All right, we blew it. Never mind. Here's the poison.
Digitalis.
What is that?
He really turned the corner on
Good.
that one quick.
Yeah.
Still trying to finish off this
Thompson
experiment
worked as a nurse
before I have to go
and
to bed.
perhaps could have known about and had access to some rarer poisons such as those written
Dude,
down
I think I'm
by
just gonna
Hicks.
scavenge over here,
While spies
honestly.
might
I
explain
don't want
the
to go too
mysterious
far.
code in the back of the Rubaiyat, there is
Or,
admittedly no physical
I'm-
evidence Joe Thompson was ever
I'm gonna
involved with
Oh
Russians in
no,
any
should I just
capacity,
dive here?
much less associated with espionage. Still, one could always argue this only means Thompson was a very good spy. You can't get away from the fact that her number was written in the back of the book that was linked to the dude.
That makes me think she was not a very good spy. Oops. Left
Yeah,
my
I
book
mean,
out there with my phone number in it.
But
Probably
so
not a
far,
good
with
spy.
the
Can you think
no
of
luck
anything worse
set,
to leave behind at
well,
a
like
crime
I
scene
said,
than your number?
the results are not going to be based off of
Or you're gonna
the
get a note?
cases
Yeah,
that
I
I
did
found.
it. It is me. Or she
It'll
just had
just,
very bad
it's
luck.
mostly going to be based off
Somebody
most
took-
profit,
No, I don't-
honestly.
yeah,
That would make
I can't
more
get around the
sense
fact
than
that her name
finding
is
hard
in the book
cases.
that's linked to him. So be that
I
as
think
it
the
may.
hard case thing is really random, regardless. Because with the no luck set, I have found 2 hard case, 1 brief case, while with the luck set, I found 1 hard case, so.
He was reading the Rubaiyat at
I
a bar,
mean-
strikes up a conversation with a lovely lady. He gives him a number.
Yeah, no.
Writes down in the book because doesn't he pass the time? Maybe that's what. Alright, maybe. You cracked it. Maybe she's not a spy. Maybe she just struck up a conversation. Our next theory is that the man was killed as the result of a romantic relationship gone awry. This is a relatively recent theory. It's thanks to the tireless work of University of Adelaide engineering professor Mary Abbott. Abbott discovered that about a year before the man's body turned up on Somerton Beach, Joe Thompson had given birth to a son named Robin Thompson. Robin grew up to be a professional ballet dancer, and it was easy for Abbott to track the photos of the man. Based on photos, Abbott found that Robin had a similar strange ear feature to the Somerton man. Additionally, both Robin and the man found on the beach were something that's never happened in the show before. The person who's theorizing about a cave meets one of the people he's theorizing about and falls in love with that person. Okay. One thing that just crossed my mind is not that, but imagine.
It was pretty good.
Also, what do you think about, first off, Joe Thompson having his son Robin, who bears a resemblance to the Mystery?
I think, yeah, I'll buy it.
Because that will fit my thing that I was saying earlier about the number being something that he scribbled down in a book and he met her at a bar or something.
I've never met anyone who has this style. You know, I don't walk up to everyone and expect their mouth for a horse.
In 2018, when inspecting the original plastic disc placed in the body, the same man that allegedly made his grandmother-in-law Abbott found 3 hairs, which he believes contained DNA evidence of a genetic link with his wife. If the Somerton man was her son's dead father, that could explain Joe Thompson's hair painting upon seeing the plastic disc. While the hair Abbott discovered may not be able to provide a conclusive answer, it is the most promising lead in the case so far. Even if Professor Abbott is able to prove his wife's relationship to the Somerton man, many questions remain unanswered, such as who he was, how he was killed, and why he was left dead on the beach. Joe Thompson or another man, for instance, who once spotted carrying a body on the beach, could have been angry at the Somerton man for not taking responsibility for the child that resulted in the recovery. Or perhaps Joe Thompson, the dead man, or even both, were spies and weren't supposed to get involved in a relationship. If the man was Robin Thompson's wife and Rachel Egan's grandfather, perhaps the biggest question of all is, why was Joe Thompson so unwilling to identify the body?
It feels like we have a little piece of this puzzle, enough that I'm satisfied. Sure, there's a mystery, but how does that make you feel?
Are you the type of guy that gets like 75% done with the jigsaw puzzle?
I get it. Yeah.
Kind of looks like the box we could walk away from this, right?
You're never going to finish the whole thing anyway.
I'm going to go. It's been over 71 years since 2 friends riding horses along the Australian beach came upon a dead man. Despite decades of effort and no shortage of clues,
Huh?
the man's identity, his killer's identity, and the way the man died are all still unknown. Perhaps new DNA evidence in the steady march of time will finally provide some answers to the many questions surrounding this case. But for now,
What do you mean?
the mystery of the Somerton man remains unsolved. I feel like both he and Joe Thompson have been spies. Yeah. And that is the reason why she cannot say the identity of the man who was able to compromise her and him and the resulting family. That is my theory.
I mean, it's highly improbable because it's spies.
Here's a question at large that encompasses the whole series. If you, Shane Madej, disappeared and you died, you didn't know how it happened, would you want people to know how it happened?
Is that a shark?
You know, I'd prefer
Oh,
if
no.
they knew what happened, but you'll tell them right now, tell them. Obviously, as a living person, I care about my loved ones. I want them to be safe. If I disappear, if I'm still alive, you know, I'll pop out there eventually. I'll show up somewhere and be like, hey, here I am. Sorry about that.
Just chilling in Costa Rica, sucking on coconuts.
But if I disappear for sure and you don't see me, yeah. All right. Maybe I got that sky there. What about you?
Of course I'd want people to know what happened, not for me, but because it would drive, I know, my mom insane to not know what happened.
Yeah, of course it'd be tough for the loved ones, and I sympathize. It's not on me to look into your disappearance.
I would hope you would.
I'm not qualified.
I'd look into your disappearance.
Very kind of you. Huge waste of time.
Well, that does it for this season. I guess we'll see you guys for some ghost hunting and supernatural.
Another incredible season of many, many questions and 0 answers.
Another season of mysteries.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot my coat.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So happy to have you here for another video. If you are new, welcome. So today I have another family involved video. I have a whole playlist of these. If you want to check it out, I'll have that linked below. I think these are some of the best videos that I do because getting to interview and include a family member and work on, you know, the research portion of the video in collaboration with a family member of a victim is just so helpful. Today, we are going to be talking about Angela Green, who is technically missing. However, her daughter Ellie, who is going to be joining us today, thinks that she is no longer alive.
Hello
Normally
there.
I work with families
Hello.
remotely
What is
and
that?
have them send in clips, but this time I actually got to bring Ellie into my studio where I record my podcast, Mile Higher, and ask her questions in person, which was really nice. So as always, when I bring a family member on this channel, I just want to put a reminder out there to please be extra kind in the comments, as sometimes family members do look at the comments. Before you say something, ask yourself, is it helpful? Is it kind? You guys are normally pretty good about that, but I like to put that little disclaimer out there. But before we start getting into this case, I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to be raising funds for a new charity for the next couple of months, and I am really excited about this one. The next couple of small business collaborations that I do will be raising funds for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this nonprofit. It is fantastic. They work with families, victims, law enforcement, and the public to prevent child abductions, recover missing children, and offer services to deter and combat child sexual exploitation.
Today, we are the nation's leading organization working with law enforcement, families, and the professionals who serve
just got home,
on
so
the
the dive
issues
for the next
of
couple of
missing and
hours.
exploited children. Since
Ooh,
1984,
take
we
some
have assisted law
meds.
enforcement in the
I
recovery
view.
of more than 193,000 children.
And today I wanted to tell you about an ongoing collaboration that I've been doing with Candles by Victoria. The team behind Candles by Victoria is so kind. For the past, I think, like 2 years, they have been helping me raise funds for Thorn and for her justice, and now the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And this time, I challenged the Candles by Victoria team to come up with a new type of candle. These are soy candles. I was kind of nervous asking them to do it because it's a big change for them, a whole new product line to add, but they did it, and they are amazing. I am so happy with how these candles turned out. Here's one that's lit. They smell so good. So the thing that Candles by Victoria is known for is probably their huge variety of scents. I mean, anything that you can think of, they have done. And now you can get any of those scents in the soy wax formula. They actually created 2 candles that were inspired by me, which I thought was so sweet. They came up with succulents and sandstone and wild sage and aloe. I had to double check on that one. If you go to their website, you will see the huge selection of fragrances that they offer. There's over 1,000 to choose from. These soy candles will be available in 10 ounces and 16 ounces. And when you use my affiliate link, 15% of your purchase will go to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. This still applies to all of their candles, everything on their website, including wax melts. If candles are not your thing, she also has a ton of amazing wax melts. And if you're not into candles or wax melts, there's also laundry detergent, there's moisturizer. She has a wide variety of products, so be sure to check it out. I feel like there's really something for everyone. This collaboration has always been running and it will continue to run, so definitely check it out. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about Angela Green. Oh, and before I start, I wanted to give a little bit of a disclaimer that some aspects of this case have been intentionally omitted to protect the investigation into the disappearance of Angela Green. That means that there may be some details that we have chosen not to include that have been covered elsewhere. However, I ask that you respect the way that we have decided to tell this story. Obviously, I want to make sure that my content never hinders an investigation, and law enforcement is working diligently to solve this disappearance. So I ask that you please respect that decision that Ellie and Michelle have chosen to not include certain things to protect the integrity of the case. So Angela was born in Hebei, China, which I have found several different pronunciations of Hebei. It's quite possible I am saying this wrong, so apologies in advance, but she was born there in 1968. And she lived in this province with her parents and her sister, Catherine, throughout her childhood and her early adult life. But in her 20s, she was introduced to a man named Jeff Green by a mutual friend. Jeff was temporarily in China, working as a mechanic and a salesman. Angela and Jeff hit it off, and they had their first date at the Hard Rock Cafe in Beijing. In the first year that they were dating, they were long distance, and they were communicating mainly through the mail. Now, Jeff was 13 years older than Angela, and he also was previously married and had a daughter from that marriage. However, that information was kept from Angela in the first year that they were dating. So a year into their long-distance relationship, Angela decides to move to America and start a new life with Jeff. This was a huge adventure for Angela. She was quite afraid moving to America. She was still in her 20s, and she moved to Prairie Village in Kansas. And obviously this was a totally new world for her. It was definitely culture shock. And although her ability to speak English was pretty limited, she could read and write in English just fine. And the longer that she was in America, she began speaking more and more English, and it became the primary language spoke in their household, mainly because Jeff could not speak Mandarin. And after a few years of dating, Jeff and Angela decided to get married and start a family of their own. Then in 2000, Angela gave birth to Ellie, who instantly became her entire world. Angela was an extremely devoted mother. She loved her daughter more than anything. She put all her time and effort into raising her. So much so that she stayed at home full time while Jeff kept his job working at the federal courthouse in Missouri, just 25 minutes from their home in Prairie Village. So they're right on that border of Missouri and Kansas. And Ellie ended up being an only child. And of course, as an only child, she spent a lot of time with both of her parents. And they were a relatively, low-key and private family, so spending time with just each other was totally normal for them.
I have
Angela
two boats.
and Ellie were
one that
especially
contains
close and
loot
spent
using a
lot of
LuckSet,
time
while the
together.
other
Ellie
one
describes
is
her mother
loot
as
using no
incredibly
LuckSet.
kind, selfless, and
I
just that type
am
of person
going
that
to
would
base
put
it off
others
of 200
before herself,
kgs of
always.
storage.
My relationship with my
seeing-
mom was very loving. I knew I was loved all.
Seeing which profits a lot more. I did see a distinct difference with using a LuckSet to non-LuckSet. With the LuckSet, I noticed more rings, coins, more of the good stuff, But yeah, I'm definitely going to show you what the profit capability is of having a LuckSet versus no LuckSet. Cases won't count, because honestly cases are just really random, I would say, because with the LuckSet that I used, so with the LuckSet I only found one hard case throughout, getting 200 kgs worth of boot space. With the no LuckSet, I was able to find 2 hard cases and 1 briefcases. So the room, okay, here we go with the LuckSet theory. So, the LuckSet. Now there's a lot of rumors with the LuckSet. The order in your pocket, needs to be in a certain type of order, needs to be the items in a certain type of order. Not like, honestly, what I heard from above back then, like a few weeks ago, was it wasn't really the order or reorder, whatever order they're talking about. Honestly, it's about one item. One item is lucky, but it rotates every blackout, so that's why a lot of people carry a lot of the supposedly lucky items, like the 14, 13, the 8 piece LuckSet. It's because the lucky item apparently rotates. Yeah, so basically that's the rumor. But the one I got from above, what I've heard, because they always hear me talk about how it's such a scam, like it's a marketing scam, and yeah, the only people that believe in this, the only people that are getting lucky out of the LuckSet are the ones that sell the LuckSet. They're raking in so much moolah. Yeah, so basically there is specific items that, so the luck item rotates to a different item every blackout. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why people carry a lot of items on them. Now, I did notice a big difference carrying the 14-piece LuckSet to loot-wise. But yeah, as for the cases, like I said, I'm not gonna count in the cases found with a LuckSet to no LuckSet, because honestly, right now the no LuckSet is winning with the cases. But I think it's just really random. All I want to know though is what, like, you can still find a case, of course, with the LuckSet. I just want to know what profits more out of 200 kgs worth of boot space. But yeah, I have noticed a distinct difference. That's all I can say. But before, every time we come in, something about why are you not using a LuckSet, yada yada yada, has to be in this order, has to be in that order, and I'm like rolling my eyes saying, dude, it's all a marketing scam. You're the only people that are, you know, getting lucky out of this LuckSet is the people selling these LuckSets. But yeah, basically, I carry a 14-piece just to test it out because that's what some people have been doing. And I just wanted to test it out. Like, the only frustrating part of carrying the LuckSet is how much pocket space it contains. Literally contains half your pocket space. And I'm like, dude. But, you know. A lot of people are talking about the fortune cookie. I do have the sausage roll. Do you know, Just JD, that the sausage roll, supposedly lucky item, started off with me and a friend? This was 3 years ago. 3 years ago when I owned Benny's and we did scavenging for a month, and that's when food was like a thing. I would always carry sausage rolls because that's what I ate when eating was a thing still. And when I went up from, you know, my friend came in, he was up there, and we were talking about like the luck, because he was scavenging too, and I was like, we were talking about the cases. I said I found like 3 cases in that spot, yada yada, and then like we talked about the fortune and the clarity and the basically the dream catchers supposedly being lucky 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And then he mentioned the sausage roll. I was like, oh yeah, the sausage roll. Maybe that's why I've been lucky and scavenging, because I've always had the sausage roll in my pocket. That's what I eat when we had hunger, you know? But yeah, so but anyways, that's basically how the sausage roll theory came. I had flies when that happened. I had flies going on when we were talking about the sausage roll, and people were watching. So, sausage roll, I know where that came from. Oh, Mira, you're the one that people keep calling out to. I think it was yesterday, some dude just kept calling Mira, Mira, Mira. It's like, what the hell? Yes, I'm still live, Gary. What of it? But if the fortune cookie is part of it, I might as well try it and make it a 15-piece LuckSet. Dude, I think I do have fortune cookies anyways in my boot. I swear. things just keep adding up. Gary, I've streamed a lot longer than 11 hours before. What are you talking about? Oh yeah? I'm just trying to finish off this experiment before I have to go to bed. It's almost time. That's cool. Dude, let me see. I mean, I'm still using the list that you've still given me, Gary, except I did put in the addition of the sausage roll again, just because people keep mentioning it. Fortune cookie has been mentioned before as well, so I might get one of those and see what happens. But that's when I do the time, the 2-hour time on the experiment for each of it. I'm just gonna do 2 hours for a LuckSet and 2 hours for a non-LuckSet. Oh my god, I'm almost done. It's 193. You think it's going to be the same? Haha. You'll get pretty similar cash. Well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna show it. I will show it on the side where the little TV is. I'll just open up the calculator there. So, dude, I just need 7 kgs, I think? Dude. Are you... Gary! Why are we adding on more things than it should? Holy. I already got 10 kgs worth in my pocket with a LuckSet. I honestly don't want to, you know, add any more. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. And honestly, if Jess only uses 5, I'd rather use just 5 because it's ridiculous. Because I always carry lockpicks. Yeah, I don't know. This discussion of LuckSets though, like, ugh. But I guess I will go get I think I have a fortune cookie in my boat. I'm not sure. I know where to get one anyways. If that's one of it. You're just memeing. Right. I'm just tired of carrying so much. And then I have to do like a lot of short trips back to the boat with the LuckSet on. Dude, I just can't wait to finish. I need to go to bed soon. You hear a helicopter? So you don't... Oh, well, the Fortune Dreamcatcher is usually like a common one. I would say it's one of the more prominent ones considering... It is supposed to be about fortune, right? Fortune. Instead of strength and clarity. But yeah. I mean, I will go ahead and try that and see if there's a... Should I make a oh my god, I'm gonna do another one, eh? Should I use a... Someone sent another set the other day. What do you mean sus email? I think I know who Austin is. Isn't Austin one of the... Isn't Austin... I think I know who that guy is. I'm only 7 kgs off of the no luck set, and I will go ahead and ride to Polito to calculate. So we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. We'll see what profits more. But I can tell you this. I have found 1 hard case with a luck set, and then 2 hard case, 1 briefcase with a non-luck set. But we're not going to use the cases to verify using a luck set or not. It's basically going to be on what gives more profit, because both ways can still find a hard case regardless. So, you know, it's just what profit, what gives the moolah more, you know, what more moolah. That's what we're basing this off. And then the next experiment will be time-based, 2-hour time-based for each. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow and the next. It'll probably be a 2-day process because I don't know if I could do it at the same day. Yeah, I'm going to put a timer, the 2-hour timer on as I do it. Honestly, I'm going to have to be really consistent about it too. Like, yeah. But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah. I don't get why people don't like to, like, get everything. I gather everything. I'm such a hoarder. But Mira, do you use them in like a certain order as well, or you just don't care? You just chuck them in your, you know, your pockets and just, you know? Yeah, that's the thing. I think the order of the luck sets is like something that people are just bored and just want to, you know. Yes, so I'm just using this spot as the main experiment. Honestly, I've always dived in this spot. But after the experiment, I'll probably go back to my newer spot, which is near Secundo. I'm trying to pronounce it, but yeah. Yeah, honestly, and there were rumors as well of it being time-based as well. Like in my time zone, between 5 to 8, it's a hotspot for cases at a certain area, and then it goes dead during the grave hour. And then it turns up again, like between 4 and 8 p.m. for me. Like that's what a lot of people are assuming. But I don't know, because there was one time I dived the whole day, and yeah. You should have seen earlier this morning. One cop came, and I noticed I noticed all the red radars on the beach because I'm a mechanic, and yeah, it just increases. And then I was like, oh, someone looks like someone's marking cars up there. And then I go up there and someone's pushing the PD vehicle into the ocean. And there was just a, what do you call it? a discussion between a guy and one of the PD about parking cars in the middle of the beach. And out of nowhere, like, you know, as soon as the convo was done and the cop was talking to the crowd, the guy went behind the cop and decided to stab him in the neck. And then they put him into some local boot and then literally drove it into the ocean with him in the boot. It was kind of funny. I mean, honestly, why would a single cop come to the beach alone and start causing shit to an angry mob, you know? It was kind of funny. This person has the same hat as I do. But yeah. I did get clips of those if you guys want to see it. It should be in the clip section. Yeah, there was the fishing cars in the water, including mine, so I made mine bloody. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that cop should have, like, if I was a cop going to the beach and I saw the cars, yes, I would have, like, not really done anything, considering, like, yeah. It's just, it shouldn't be an issue. Just a cop being bored, I guess. I think we're almost done. Let me just get my calculator out, I guess. Let's go to my scavenge. I should clear this out. Okay, let me check if we're actually done. My god, it's barely done. Just 2 kgs, 200 kgs more. Yeah, we're almost there. But I'm gonna be honest, I think the LuckSet boat's gonna earn more money. Actually think it will. But let's go ahead and calculate that once I go to Toledo. I'm gonna head off to Toledo. Oh, psh, I'm not even done. I should not base my pockets off of the 200k or something. Apparently the hobby horse is the hobby horse is now part of the LuckSet. Like, how many more LuckSet items are going to be added on? Oy, oy, oy. Every time I see the glowing suits, I think about Power Ranger. That's what I said. Dude, I'm glad finally actually someone said the same thing as I have. Marketing scam. The only people really getting lucky are the people that are selling these scam sets. And that's what my boot is called on the sets that I put in one of my storages. I called it scam set on the plate. Scam sets. That's what I said. Dude, it's definite marketing scam. Oh god, it's almost my bedtime. Let's go. I think that's enough. I'm thinking. What the heck? Dude, I'm rushing. Okay, so also another difference with using a LuckSet versus no LuckSet. I feel that it takes so much longer to get stuff with no LuckSet versus having a LuckSet. Yesterday I was using the LuckSet and it took me long too, but like not as long as this to fill about 200 kgs. Full wallet. Okay. I'll take that. Surely it's already 200. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go back to Polito and calculate the other boat. Oh, we were talking about the LuckSets, like the amount of LuckSets in a LuckSet. Looks like there's a lot of people in Encino right now. Oh, not really. Nah. I thought there was. I thought I saw a lot of cars. No, it's not. Whoops. I hit another car. Did you know you can actually clean orca tape, but you can't even make it into a necklace? And you can't sell clean orca tape. I cleaned one once and it's now just in my boot. Car parts. interesting. Looks so foggy. It's like someone's scavenging around this beach. Alright. Before I put this away, I'm gonna calculate it already. Anyways, let's go ahead and calculate what this got. So 749. That's the amount that we got from this for no LuckSet. Gonna put this away. Now let's go ahead and get out the LuckSet boat. Alright, so this is the LuckSet boat. Alright. So also quite a same boot space. Let's go ahead and I can't share it. So this made 486,529. That is quite a bit. But yeah, I can't share that spreadsheet. Someone specifically made that. Whatever, Cody. But yeah, someone specifically made that and then not for sharing, they said. But yeah, that's basically the difference with the LuckSet and no LuckSet is I literally had a 130? No, maybe more than like almost 200k No, wait a minute. Yeah. That is quite a difference. So I'll just say using a LuckSet does profit you more, regardless. But that's the thing with the cases, though. I found so much cases. I found 2 cases, hard cases, 1 briefcase. With a no LuckSet versus the LuckSet, which I found 1 hard case. Let me go grab the. Might as well get the stuff out of here that I can carry. Put it in my storage boots. Why not? Like the jewelry especially. No, Cody. See, you don't watch the whole thing. So you literally miss out on certain info that I did mention. But okay, whatever you think. I said the LuckSet is not based on the hard cases, but the profit of the items in general. Durr. Let me go grab the other one. Cody, you're not even in city. You need to get in city and test that out, because a lot of things. What do you mean, LuckSet? When did you get deported? Oh shit, am I already full? I guess I'm already. Oh. It's heavy, this one. I got all the. Oh wait, I see some. That's it. That's it for now. You know, Cody, you don't wanna, you know, that's gonna be meta cross referencing characters, so. Right, of course. I mean, I don't think that's possible, Cody. Either you have it or you don't. So first. Alrighty. That is the end of that LuckSet experiment. I'm going to be doing time base in the next one. 2 hours each. Probably not the same day. Depends if I feel like it. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and raid someone who is also streaming FDG. Let's see who to raid. Got Lucid. So I just got to watching though. Cody, you call me streamer as if it's an insult. Not gonna lie. We got also this diving person. He tall. Maybe we'll go for lucid dreams. We'll go ahead and get this guy.
I'm unsure of the vehicle's location.
Alrighty guys, till next time. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. And maybe tomorrow.
Alright, code 4 and up to suit.